so we'll get started in the cross-legged seat. We're going to focus a lot on neutral hips today. So in these grounding moments, let's take advantage of a little hip opener. We'll visit both sides for a couple breaths. So pick a leg in front, doesn't matter which, and we'll go ahead and get started. Allow your arms, your hands to rest down gently somewhere on your mat or your body. And close your eyes. Allow a little space in between your lips. Feel your sit bones rooting down to the earth. And feel a long lengthened spine here. Feel the crown of the head pulling up toward the ceiling or to the sky. And allowing the shoulders to melt far away from your ears. 3 breaths in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Use this time to arrive to your practice, gentle breath in. Calming breath out. One more breath right here. Do a body scan. Notice anything you're feeling in your knees, your ankles, your shoulders, your belly, any part of you communicating something to you about you. Take it in. And as you exhale, send a little love, a little support into those areas that just called out to you. And as you hold your opening shape, seal your lips. Start to warm up your body from the inside out by inhaling through the nose. Taking a little moment to pause, hold the breath in. And keeping your lips sealed, release the breath out through your nose. And as you keen your senses to you with eyes closed, that'll help you remove some of the external distractions from your day and from this moment. And can you allow yourself to be fully present right here, to have this experience on your mat that you've designated time for. Remember, all of my cues are suggestions. The pace I offer, you get to choose as well. You can speed it up or slow it down. Take in one more breath in the stillness. Inhale through your nose. And out through your nose. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And blink your eyes open, but try to contain your gaze to your body and your mat. Frame your hips with your hands and switch the crossing of your legs. From there, hands back gently onto your legs. Thighs or knees are fine. And then inhale, shine your heart up. Now shifting your gaze out. And then exhale, pull it right back in as you contract to a seated cat stretch. 3 more times. Inhale, share your gaze, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, pull right back into you. 1 more time, relieving any stress in the body. Send it out, send it up. And as you exhale, pull your intentions for the day and evening back into your heart. Inhale, come back up, rise up, neutral spine. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. And then we'll take a little side stretch before we come out of our cross-legged seat. Right arm down, left arm up and overhead. And then you feel that side stretch, that tug, that pull over to your first side without lifting your opposite sit bone. Right, so the arm that's going up and overhead is finding a side stretch without compromising your alignment, please. And then come back up, flow through center, and then glide over to your second side. Shoulders away from ears, maybe gazing up, over or down. And this time coming out, top arm toward the ceiling, bottom arm to meet. Palms press, look up. Exhale, let's start to dig in a little deeper to our physical practice. Palms down, tabletop pose. Pull your hips to the left once you arrive. Guide your hips over to the right. And then meet me back in a tabletop pose. We'll come right into our sunbird, right leg back. Left arm forward. Breathing into the stretch for just 2, 4, 1. Down through your tabletop into the second side. Strong, long left leg back. Feel a lift out of that right hip socket so we're not dumping. An option to reach your right arm forward. Both arms could stay down. Remember your body, your time. We hold for 2 and 1. Back through your tabletop. Tuck your toes, meet me in a down dog. Stretch out the backs of your legs. Stretch out both sides of your waist. Spread your fingers wide and pull your belly in. 3 times with your breath flow. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, hips up, back to dog. 2 more, and savoring and enjoying these moments. Plank pose. Exhale, hips up, down dog. 1 more, inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Moving on, chaturanga, elbows back. Take your time, no rush as you warm up. From there, point your toes back, slide your palms underneath your elbows. Lift your heart a little, or a little more if you want up dog. Straighten the arms, lift the thighs. And then today we're gonna focus on piking the hips up. Maybe you roll over the toes at that last minute to soften the heels down. Sundays, here we go, warming up, heels up, look ahead. Exhale, step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release to fold. Inhale, stand up, look up. Exhale, right back into your fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, palms plant. Step back through plank. Chaturanga, half or all the way to the floor. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips up, flip those toes, last moment. 1 more, heels high, look ahead. Exhale, step or lightly hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Knees could be bent a little or a lot. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, right back down. Let something go, please. Inhale, heart open to lengthen. Exhale, step back through plank or hop back, chaturanga. If you're fiery today, add some yogi push-ups. If you need something gentle, skip your vinyasas. Big belly breath in. Keep building breath out through the nose. Let's continue to flow. Right leg up and back, dog split. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest. Shift your shoulders over your wrists and squeeze your belly in. 2 more times, lengthen. Feel that contrast. Lengthen in your dog split. And then exhale, squeeze on your tiger stretch. 1 more, inhale, grow back. Exhale, squeeze and shift forward. Right leg down to a low lunge. Left arm stays down on your floor or your trusty little block. Bring the earth closer to you if you need to. Left arm down. Right hand either to your right hip or up toward the ceiling. Back left thigh bone firing up. And maybe that right arm up and overhead. 2 breaths. Using your block if you need it. 1 more breath. Exhale, come back through your low lunge. Right leg back, 3 limb plank. 4 limb plank. Down dog. Second side. Inhale, dog split, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest, squeeze your belly in, round your spine. 2 more times, roll your left leg back, lengthen. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest, squeeze like you mean it. 1 more time, inhale, left leg back. And exhale, knee to chest. Left leg forward, low lunge. Hand to the floor or block. Hips stay even, left hand to hip. Take that moment. The twist is coming from a space of length. And then you add a little twist from the thoracic spine, left arm up. Right arm strong, right shoulder down. Maybe send your left arm over your head. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale back through your low lunge, clear your space if you took a walk in. 3-limb plank, 4-limb plank. We go to down dog. Shake the head no. Nod your head yes. Getting into our second warm up. Remember, this practice is for you. Let's work some of the kinks out of the brain and the body, and also use that heat to build a little endurance and strength. Heels high, look ahead. Exhale, step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, dig into a deep fold. And for my chair, I like my legs hips width. Some of you are gonna bring your big toes to touch, but still leave a gap in your heels either way. And today in our chair, let's start with the ribs melting down and resting on the thighs. But don't let that tempt you to find a passive chair, right? So you round it in. You might be making contact with your legs, with your ribs, but I want you to sit your weight back into your heels and maybe float your toes. So the idea and the goal here is to try to get the knees somewhat over the heels. That's not easy to do, but that's what practice is for, right? And then arms forward, lift your ribs, try to get your shoulders over your hips, and then squat down a little deeper if you can without holding your breath. We've got 2 and 1. Exhale, forward fold, flush that out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga half or all the way to the floor. Inhale, back bend. Hike those hips up, roll the toes. Exhale, down dog. Right leg goes up and exhale, knee to chest. 2 more, right leg back. Knee to chest. 1 more, right leg back. Knee to chest. Low lunge. High crescent pose. Just 2 breaths. Option to interlace the hands and flip the palms inside out toward the sky. Maybe you shift a little gaze up as you breathe in. Exhale, 3-limb plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Left side, inhale goes up, left leg. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more, extend. Exhale, curl, knee to chest. 1 more, left leg back. Exhale, squeeze. Step it through. Low lunge carries you to that high crescent. Right waist forward, tail under. Firm belly, maybe hands interlaced, arms go up. Left knee stays low, make a square with your front left leg. Maybe a little gaze up. Circle the arms down. Low lunge to your 3-limb plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Pike those hips up, flip your toes, down dog. Full breath in. Soft breath. Little pike or little plank break on our way to our 3rd round. Let's take a plank pose. Exhale, dog. 2 more, plank. Exhale, dog. 1 more, plank. Exhale, dog. Moving on, heels high, look ahead. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Top of your space. Yeah, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Noodly chair, what does that mean? Ribs down on the thighs to start, maybe. From there, you come up into that chair pose. Hips low, maybe heels high. Feel the quads working. Oh dear, we've got 3. 2, belly in. Last one, big breath in. Let it go, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, shine your heart up. Exhale, hips up. Flip those toes down dog. Right leg, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest. We're gonna add on this round, keep flowing. Take in my cues. Right leg back, knee to chest. Low lunge, high crescent. Taking what you need. Adding a little twist, skipping it if you don't, left arm forward, right arm back. Palms to touch. Left arm to the outer right thigh or knee. Send a little more energy to your back left thigh bone. Yes, and pull your right hip back. Really nice form, everybody. Stay here if you want, or left arm down, right arm up. That right shoulder is feeling open. The joints feel fluid and lubricated. You're gonna take the right hand behind your back, left arm underneath your right thigh. Maybe you take a half or a full bind. So I didn't suggest a strap today, so if that's not accessible because you don't have a strap or because it doesn't feel good, please skip it. We're just here for a couple breaths. No pressure, just an invitation. And then we'll come back to our twisted crescent, releasing that bind if you had it. From there, into your crescent pose. And then exhale, both hands down. We'll add a little side plank. Left side stays down. Right toes go over to the right. Right arm up. We only have 45 minutes together today, and that goes a long way. But that means we're not going to visit this shape another time. So if you need a little more, you can take your peace fingers to the big toe, find a tree leg. Hips up, wrists stacked. One more inhale. As you exhale, meet me back. Plank pose. If you have your tree limb, send that right leg back. Forelimb plank. Come down to your palms. Forearm plank. Check in. If your body says drop your knees, do that. Your body says hold your forearm plank, hang out there. If you have a little more fire, take your right arm, reach it far ahead and tap the space ahead of you. And then bring it back to forearm plank. And then switch left side, forward, and back. 2 more optional sets. Right arm taps, and comes back. Left arm taps, and comes back. 1 more set. Ooh. Tap it, bring it back, reaching out for something you want to grab. Hold it close into you. And then we'll come back, forearm or palm plank together. Optional vinyasa or come in a down dog. If you need or want to catch your breath on the way to the left side. From dog, here we go. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. 1 more, left leg back. Exhale, step it through. Take your time, low lunge to your high crescent. Hips under shoulders. Feel that amazing body of yours holding you up right here. Right thigh bone stays low. Right arm forward. Left arm and maybe gaze back. And think about as you twist, you're going deeper into expansion and length. You're not losing anything here. You're gaining space. You're covering ground. Bring your palms to touch. Hook your right arm on your outer left leg, giving that back right leg more energy, more breath. You can stay here or spread your arms. Maybe a half line, left hand behind the back. Maybe right arm underneath your left thigh. Opening up that left chest. Big shakes, big breaths. All right, use those lower abs to get back into your twisted crescent. Oh, that one hurt a little bit. And then come back up, high crescent. Low lunge. Right side down, left side up. Any spice or flavor you need here. Maybe you take that left foot into a tree leg. We've done a lot of neutral hips, but we started in a cross-leg seat, so your body might have the mobility to find a little variety. Come back through your plank. Your left leg was in tree, send it back. Down to the forearms. 5 sets, right? So either you're gonna hold with your knees down a little longer, your knees up a little longer, or a few extra taps. Right arm forward, left arm forward. 4, 3, 2, last set. Hold that forearm plank. Come up to your palms, plank pose. Optional vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths, down dog or child's pose. And then we're gonna get into our last flow. But we're gonna keep it moving so that cool down feels super sweet, right? It's right around the corner. Couple more breaths for maintenance. We inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath from the belly, through the ribs, all the way up to the brain and the crown. Exhale, maybe flutter your lips. All right, meet me back in tabletop. Maybe the wrists need a little shake, one side, the other side. Maybe the hips need a little swivel. Make your way back through your tabletop and into your down dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels low. One more time. Inhale, heels go up. Exhale, heels down. Moving on. Last little flow together with some pit stops probably. We'll see. We might add some things. Lift your heels, look ahead. Exhale, step or hop in between your thumbs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, juicy fold. Inhale, find that noodly chair pose. Let it carry you up to your chair or your forced arch chair with intention for another 3, 2, 1. Hips down, low boat pose. Use your hands to get there if you need it. And then just 3 times. High boat. Now we go to that low boat. Scooping out, hollowing out the belly. Toes forward, arms up and overhead. And then today, let's just pull the knees in. And then send the knees forward again. I think we can do that 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. We got 3. Calm your face. Catch your breath. 2. Last 1. Pull your knees back in over your hips. Not closer than that, right? You still want the knees over the hips. Spine down. Calves parallel to the floor. Toes up, like a little Barbie foot kind of shape. Or you can point through the ankles and toes if that's comfortable for you. And then reach the arms straight up toward the ceiling. Just a little bit of core, because who doesn't need core? I know I do. So the right leg goes forward, the left arm up and back. Not just for vanity, right? What holds us up? It's that midsection, it's the core. And then I want you to pull the knee back and the left arm back to the ceiling. Right, just 5 more times. Right leg forward, left arm back. Exhale, both limbs back. So it's kind of like a sunbird, but you're on your back. And then you pull back in. If you need more, peel the forehead and the chest up. Right leg forward, maybe left toes up to the ceiling. Curl the limbs back into a dead bug leg shape. 1 more time, right leg forward, left arm up, maybe left toes up. Hold, just 5, 4, left knee could be bent, all good. 3, 2, 1. Both arms up toward the ceiling, palms meet, twist over to your left, get your shoulder blades up. We hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, spine down, take a moment, take a break. Bend the knees again, calves parallel to the earth. And then here we go, second side. Left leg forward, right arm back. Exhale, both limbs back in. Try to melt your lower back into or toward the earth. Left arm forward, right arm back. Bring it back. Let's take another 3 if you need more. Forehead and chest up. Last 2, maybe straighten both legs, split the legs. Bring them back through center. 1 more, split the legs, hold. Remember, right knee could stay bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms up, twist over to your right. Let it burn, let it shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head. Last few bicycle crunches, and then we'll stand back up. Right knee in, left knee in. Twisting and shifting. 15 seconds. Remember, the yoga is the breath. The athleticism is just the icing on the cake, right? Strong bodies for a lifetime of practice, on and off the mat. Upright posture, strong core, mobility, flexibility in the joints. It's all here. What are you focusing on today? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. Let it go after you complete your next set. Take a moment and rest. Knees into chest. Soften the ankles and the toes. Lots of twists today, so let's take one set of reclining twists before we stand up and finish off this physical practice. Cactus the arms out to the sides. Take a little twist, both knees to the right. Gaze up or over to your left. Inhale, knees back up through center. Exhale, let your knees drift to the left. Gaze up or over to your right. Not getting too comfortable here. Remember, we got a little more fire, a little more power of our practice. Inhale, back up through center. Squeeze your knees in. Hold yourself close. You're going to take as many rocks and rolls as you need to get back up and into your chair pose using your hands or not. Maybe you take a vinyasa straight away, or you come into a little bonus crow pose if you want to. Palms down, heels up, spine up like that angry cat. And maybe you shoot back, chaturanga, flowing through your vinyasa. Back to home base, collective down dog. Belly breath in. Juicy breath out. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, right knee over to your left arm. One more set, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. If it's part of your practice to float, you're going to take an Ekapada 1. Next time you exhale and twist your right knee over to your left arm. Not really a floating move, but I'll give you a quick demo. Left toes might leave the floor a little more alive, or you might just take a fallen star if your body today is like mine, and that just feels like way too much work unnecessarily, right? We got layers, we got levels, different responses each day. And if you're floating, come down, meet us back in our 3-leg dog. Stretch that out. And then exhale, step it through. Take another crescent pose, inhale, lift. Exhale, arms down by your side, interlace your hands, and then take a bound arm, warrior 3. I gave myself that little push because it felt like a big journey to get my shoulders forward and my left heel back today. Right, so regardless if you come to your practice with tons of energy or you're feeling more lethargic, it's the consistency in showing up for yourself, right? Whether that's meditation, breath work, power, or yin, you showed up. Give yourself your full attention, your full commitment and effort, and take one more inhale. And as you exhale, we'll float back, crescent pose, arms up, gaze up. Let that go, optional vinyasa. Taking your time, meeting all the way back and down dog. Belly breath in. Smooth breath out. One more deep inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, scoop and twist, left knee to the right side. One more set. Remember, no pressure, left leg goes back. Pull your knee in towards your chest. Let it flow, left leg goes back. Take your Ekapada 1 or right into your fallen star, left knee over to the right. Maybe gaze, heart, and hips up. Leaving a little room for play and expansion in this shape. And then carefully guide yourself back to your 3-leg dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, high crescent pose. Arms down, arms bind here, and then take flight, heart forward, right leg out and up, knuckles back, Thumbs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, this time we'll meet in a forward fold, top of the mat, right leg down, arms down, chest down. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. Walk your big toes to touch, leave a little gap in between your heels. Left hand to your outer right leg, high, medium, or low. Squat down, bend your knees. Take your block to that outer right foot if you need it. And then twist, right arm goes up. Yeah. Now if you're here in your twist and this is playing, it's giving you that challenge and that stretch you need today, stay here. If you're going for your side pro, you're gonna get rid of your block. All 10 fingertips are gonna come down to the earth. You're gonna bend your knees, bend your arms, and shift your gaze several inches ahead of your fingertips and lift your heels up high. Your knees and your hips float parallel to the floor in that twisted crow, maybe. Staying for several breaths, 1 breath or no breaths. And then we'll come out into a forward fold from whatever version of twist you were just in. In between sides, peace fingers to big toes. Maybe widen your stance a little bit so you don't feel like you're gonna topple over. And then 2 times, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen. Tug those toes and press your toes right back into your peace fingers. And then as you exhale, keep that resistance, elbows flare wide. Think about trying to bring the crown of your head down towards your toes. And then release that, right? So we just opened up the hamstrings a lot. We're gonna ask them to contract and we're gonna use them again, right? Quads turn on, back through that twist. Actually, before you bend your knees, we'll start with the twist. Right arm over to the left arm up toward the sky. You're either resting the hand on the outer leg, or you're gonna take your block over to the left, use it for leverage, bend your knees, take your twisted chair. And you're in a big twist, you might stay there. Or another little side pro demo, what happens here, the fingertips, the hands go all the way over to the left as you lift your heels and hips up high. Use that right arm as a shelf. Gaze forward and out, glue your legs toward each other, and then lift. 3 breaths, yogi's choice. Feeling that heat, twist, balance, and strength you work to build. And then we'll come back to a forward fold. Widen your stance, max width or wider. Bend your knees as you inhale. Straighten your legs through the exhale. Fingertips, palms, or maybe even your forearms make it down to the floor as you bend the knees. And then straighten your legs. From here, we're gonna find our dolphin pose. So walk your legs back to about hips width. Walk your legs back to down dog. And then maybe release your forearms back down to the floor. Close your eyes. Breathing in, breathing out. Last little invitation for strength and I'd say a little more intensity in the postures. You can hold your dolphin or you can walk your toes slightly forward and then walk your toes back to forearm plank. Last 10 to 15 seconds, taking your practice wherever it needs to go. For some of you, inversions are part of your daily or weekly practice. This would be a great time for a headstand or a forearm stand. The rest of us are gonna hold that dolphin or walk it in and out. Together, we'll breathe collective breaths for another 5, 4, 3. This is it, everyone, before we rest. Last heat building, powerful breath in through your nose. and out through your mouth. Meet me back in a forearm plank. From there, Sphinx pose. Relax your hips down. Point your toes back. And then take a little tick-tock of the neck and shoulders to the right. Forward and over to the left. One more time, starting your cool down with just a gentle pull to the right. A little shift to your left. Back through center. Cobra hands, maybe a gentle cobra pose. From there, head and heart down, hips back. Child's pose. Close your eyes, part your lips, and breathe. Walk your hands back. Roll up, lift up to seated. Scooch ahead if you need to. I was so far back on my mat, I didn't have any room to roll down. From there, have a seat on your bottom. Toes close to the end of your mat. Roll down. We'll bring a little more attention and focus back into the hamstrings. Full body stretch. Legs extended ahead. Arms up and over your head. And then send your ribs up. Feel a little space in between your spine and your mat. And then as you exhale, try to narrow or close that gap in between your spine and your mat. Let's practice that one more time. Inhale, ribs up. Exhale, spine down. Pull your right knee in towards your chest and continue that invitation to plant your spine down into or toward the floor. Flexing through the heels and the toes of both feet, hands to hamstring. Tug your right knee in and get your ribs down, close towards your ribs as far as they'll go without resistance, right? You want to honor that first point where the body says that's enough, and don't go any deeper than that, please. If it's accessible to you, you're going to invite your right leg towards straight. Your leg towards straight might be here, that's fine. Wherever that right hamstring is allowing you to go safely while still in alignment, explore that. Maybe circle your ankles. Maybe walk the hand up the leg. Maybe bring the leg down toward the face. Maybe bring the face up toward the leg. But I want you to think about extending the leg slightly up and out of the hip socket, right? That's the feeling. Please don't disconnect it by any means. It's not that aggressive, but it's that feeling to lengthen into the stretch. Elbows wide, jaw face relaxed. Let's take another 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee or not. Twisted universal twist. In yin, we call it twisted root. So whatever your version of that right knee over to the left is with straight or bent knees. Find the stretch, find your twist. And relax. 3 breaths. Take your time here, releasing your crossing of the legs. Come back to neutral spine. Onto your back, soles of the feet down to the floor. Maybe back through a full body stretch. Navel down, spine down again. Left knee in. Use your hands are your props. Left knee towards your ribs. Keep both legs active. You want to protect your knees as you find length in your hamstring. Maybe straightening the left leg. Another modification, you could bend the right leg if you need to ground, if you need more support. 5 breaths, maybe leg to face, maybe face to leg. 3, 2, Last inhale. As you exhale, start to prep for your twist. Both legs could stay straight. Both legs could bend and maybe cross. Legs go over to the left. Gaze up or over to your, legs go to the right. Gaze up or over to your left. We'll take a few more breaths right here. Shedding any energetic weight we need to from the beginning of the week so that we're stepping into our evening and midweek replenished, focused with intention and purpose. Stress out of the brain and body. Restorative and preventative breaths for the rest of whatever your week entails. And in this season, I'm finding that day to day, there's a new challenge. The more breath, the more meditation and practice, the more ready I feel. So fill up. Your legs are crossed, release the crossing of your legs. Float back onto your back. Pull your knees in close to your chest, face to knees. And as you exhale, we'll meet on our backs, knees bent, soles of the feet to the earth. It's time for us to find final rest. If on the way there, you want to add in a little shoulder stand by shifting the toes up and over your head, palms to the lower back, knees in, toes up, you could. Some of us need more than a 2 or 3 minute Shavasana. So optional shoulder stand unless your body says, I am ready to flatline for this practice. I am ready to rest. If that's you, please, by all means, next exhale, Shavasana, final resting pose. Laying down anything you want to release today. Those of you still in shoulder stand, take about 5 or 6 more breaths. Coming down and into Shavasana when it feels right for you. Keeping your eyes closed and your breaths deep, take in this last mindful minute, several breaths. Fill yourself back up. Feel whatever it is your practice is guiding you to. Notice whatever your heart is directing you to. And to calm, soothe, and release anything that needs to be let go of, released, or shared. Keeping your eyes closed, come back into soft wiggles of your fingers and your toes. Enjoy one last full body stretch. Pull your knees back in towards your chest. Cocoon in, give yourself a hug. Roll over to one side, finding the fetal position for your last 3 breaths here, taking in the experience, enjoying the energy field we co-created together, and setting your intentions for your practice off your mat, conversations, the opportunities, the challenges, and the gifts, all of it. Prepare yourself, ready yourself for whatever comes up. Staying connected to your breath, head back up and into a cross-legged seat, facing forward. And in your cross-legged seat, we'll meet with the palms pressed in, close to the sternum, just in front of your heart. Final breath together, collective inhale. Relaxing exhale. Thank you for coming into my space and welcoming me into yours. Thank you for practicing with Yoga Bliss, me and each other. Until we meet again, thank you and namaste.